Most people think money is what makes the difference. They believe the first 100,000 is hard because the world is against them, the economy, their job, their background. But here's the truth. The first 100,000 is hard not because of the world, but because of you. It's the journey of transforming your thinking, your habits, and your relationship with effort. You see, the first mountain of wealth is built by sweat, tears, and faith. The next ones, they rise more easily because you've already learned the rhythm of climbing. You've built the muscle, the momentum, the resilience. This isn't a speech about money, it's a message about growth. Because the first 100,000 isn't about what you earn, it's about who you become in the process. The first $100 is never about the money itself, it's about who you become on the journey to earning it. It's about the sleepless nights, the missed parties, the sacrifices no one sees, and the quiet battles you fight when no one is watching. It's about building discipline when comfort calls your name, and choosing focus when distractions are louder. The first 100,000 tests your character in ways that no classroom, no book, and no mentor ever could. It teaches you about patience, the kind that stretches your willpower and forces you to face yourself. Because when you decide to reach that milestone, you're not just accumulating wealth, you're cultivating identity. Most people think they're ready to succeed until discipline demands consistency. The first $100 exposes how much you truly want it. It doesn't reward half-hearted effort or quick motivation. It rewards those who can show up even when the excitement fades. It's easy to be ambitious when everything feels new, when the idea of success is shiny and motivating. But when the grind becomes lonely, when the results are slow, and when the sacrifices start to sting, that's where your true character is revealed. The first 100,000 doesn't just test your skills, it tests your soul. It forces you to rethink your habits. You begin to realize that success doesn't come from one big leap, but from the 1,000 small steps taken when no one's cheering. You learn that every cup of coffee you skip, every late night you endure, every dollar you save, every book you read, and every early morning you commit to, all stack quietly in your favor. This phase of life demands that you prioritize growth over comfort. You start saying no to what feels good and yes to what moves you forward. You learn to delay gratification, to trade pleasure for progress. And that's where most people give up. They want results without process, rewards without refinement. But the truth is, the first 100,000 doesn't belong to the impatient. It belongs to those who can stay steady when things get tough. It belongs to the person who can turn frustration into fuel, who can push through rejection and still believe that the effort is worth it. You can't cheat this stage. You can't skip it. It's the part of the journey that forges your financial maturity and your personal strength. You begin to see that the biggest obstacle is not the world, not the system, not the economy, it's your own mindset. The first 100,000 teaches you how to master yourself before mastering money. It challenges your beliefs about what's possible, confronts your excuses, and forces you to develop emotional endurance. You start to understand that every time you choose to stay focused instead of giving in, you're not just earning, you're evolving. You're creating a version of yourself that will never go broke again because you've built the inner infrastructure of success. Every sacrifice starts to make sense. Every moment of self-doubt becomes a lesson in resilience. You begin to appreciate the grind because it's shaping something far more valuable than cash. It's shaping character. You learn that patience is not passive, it's power in motion. You learn that sacrifice is not suffering, it's an investment in your future. You learn that discipline is not punishment, it's preparation. And as you keep going, something inside you changes. You stop counting the days and start counting the lessons. You stop seeking validation and start trusting your process. The first 100,000 teaches you that real success is not built on speed. It's built on stability. It's not about making money fast. It's about becoming someone who can sustain it. The journey humbles you, molds you, and sharpens you into a person who no longer just dreams but executes. It breaks down the version of you that wants comfort and rebuilds the version that craves growth. It strips away impatience and replaces it with purpose. It replaces fear with focus and turns desire into direction. Because before the first 100,000 shows up in your bank account, it shows up in your habits, your mindset, and your resilience. The struggle is not a punishment. It's a teacher, one that shapes you into the kind of person who can handle success when it finally arrives. Every late night spent grinding while the world sleeps, every rejection that stings your pride, every sacrifice that feels invisible, all of it forms the mental architecture that money alone can never buy. The struggle builds something within you that no shortcut can replicate. It teaches you discipline when nobody's watching, humility when doors close in your face, and resilience when the path feels longer than you ever imagined. Each hardship is not there to stop you, it's there to shape you, to strengthen your spirit, and to teach you the habits that separate those who dream from those who do. When you're struggling, you begin to understand the true cost of commitment. You see how easy it is to talk about ambition, but how rare it is to live it. You learn to keep showing up even when motivation fades, to keep believing when evidence says otherwise, and to keep giving your best when no one is clapping. That's the real foundation of success, consistency born out of chaos. It's in those moments of silence and struggle that your habits are quietly forming, stacking up like bricks beneath the surface, preparing you for the day your opportunity comes. Because when the spotlight finally hits, it's too late to start training. The habits you build in the dark determine how you'll perform in the light. Every rejection you face teaches you how to handle the weight of no without losing your sense of direction. It teaches you not to take failure personally.